Hey guys, this is Steggy from MLG Pro with a video review of the Sony DR-GA500 audio system. Now, the GA500 consists of two pieces, two main pieces at least. The first piece is the headset itself, which is actually the Sony DR-GA200 headset. That's what they call it when it's sold by itself. But just for conversation's sakes, we'll call this the 200. And then it has the Sony decoder box, which makes it the Sony GA500. Alright, so I've been playing with this for the past few weeks, and now I'm ready to give you guys my opinion on it and show you everything there is to know about this headset. So first, let's get into the design. So the first thing you'll notice about this headset is its unique design. Sony implements what they call a triple N-fold design, which are these three pieces here, which pretty much is just a blown out version of a circumaural headset. So instead of just one continuous ring, they just separate it out into like an extruded form. What this is designed to accomplish is basically, you can have this on your head and it'll have less pressure because these will be around your ear, but it'll also have, all this space in between to let it be ventilated and everything like that, so you can, game without having the ear sweats and everything. So other than the new ear cup design, it's a pretty standard looking headset. You have the padding right up here. Nice and bountiful. It's kind of like a memory foam or whatever. And then actually, if you can't find the microphone, it is right here. It actually just folds right out like so. So, another thing about the Sony headset is that as you're following the cord along down, it's got a flat cable design. When I was using it over the past 2 weeks, I did not have any tingling at all, just didn't happen with it. So mission accomplished for using the flat braid design because it does really work. So it is a normal PC headset. It's got two 3.5mm jacks at the end, and in the middle it's got a medallion that's got a volume control, an inline volume control, and a mic mute switch. Alright, so now we also have the decoder box that came with the GA500. Now, what this utilizes is Virtual 7.1 technology, and I know that you've seen my other videos and how I've described the Turtle Beach X41 as sort of like a herp-derp 7.1, because the optical cable that plugs into devices like the Mixamp or the Turtle Beach X41 decoder can only pass through a 5.1 signal, and no 360 games are utilizing 7.1 yet. But this is actually meant for the PC, which does have 7.1 surround sound in a lot of its games. And what it actually has is it has the 7.1 analog set up right in the back. So you just have a 7.1 set of cables, which comes with the headset. You plug it in there, and then it'll output to these two jacks. You have the mic in, and then you have the headphone out for the actual headset. So any PC headset would be usable with this for the Virtual 7.1 technology. When I was using this device, it kind of reminded me a lot about the Triton AX720 amplifier. You pretty much have everything in the back that's kind of standard. So you have like the inline volume control and just all the different ports and everything. Then you have power. And on the front you have switch between 2-channel, 5.1 channel, 7.1 channel. So depending on the sound card you have, will determine which switch you'll have that on. But then it also has some effects like the surround effect, the FPS effect, and compression on and off. And that just reminded me a lot about the AX720, because with the AX720 you had presets for music and movies and then gaming. When I was using the Sony decoder box, between the different presets, I didn't really notice that much of a difference. I pretty much just left it on surround and left it at that. And then I kind of fiddled with compression on and off, but overall it was really cool. The only thing that I kind of worry about with the GA500 unit is that a lot of sound cards are utilizing virtual surround sound with its stereo output. I haven't used a lot of sound cards. All I have is an Asus Zonar DS, and so I don't know all the virtual surround sound technologies that manufacturers are implementing with those ports, basically. So, I think it performed pretty well for me with just the standalone unit. It performed pretty much the same as the AX720 decoder box and the Astro Mixamp. I didn't really prefer it over the Astro Mixamp or the AX720 decoder, just because with those units you could actually use it on PC and console with an optical connection, while this just uses the analog connection. I do PC game. I'm just not as hardcore of a PC gamer as console gaming. I'll play my Call of Duties and Half-Life and Left 4 Dead, and that's what I was using this for in those games to test it out with the GA200 as well. but then I also moved into console gamings because the GA200 is just a normal PC headset. So if you just use an Astro Mix Amp adapter, you can plug this into your Astro Mix Amp and be perfectly fine. So now on to the review of the headset itself. I really like the headset. As far as the comfort and stuff goes, I think that the design is really cool here. I did notice that I was getting a lot of ventilation thanks to this kind of design of an ear cup. The only thing I could maybe recommend for a future iteration of this headset is maybe change the material of the actual padding. What this kind of reminds me of, at least on the ear cups, on the ear part itself, is kind of your stock Sony headphones from back in the day that would come with a CD player. You know, kind of over-the-ear headphones, but a lot smaller. Or, you know, if you guys want to reference nowadays, the Xbox 360 windscreen for the microphone. It's kind of like that material with the material around the ears is a little bit softer than that, but you know, maybe in the future, you know, implementation they could do like velour, like Sennheisers do, or you know, Audio-Technicas. It's just a thought I had, but I thought that this was really comfortable for long listening sessions. The headband was nice and plush, and I thought the ear pads were too. It is a little bit weird when you're kind of first putting them on, because it is different because you have the ear contact here as well as the contact here. So it was kind of a surreal experience, but you know, it was effective when playing. Now, as far as the sound goes, so basically, I forgot to mention prices here. When I first saw the announcement of this headset, I was thinking that the entire bundle was going to be somewhere in the ballpark of like $300 or $400, kind of like the same level as Beyerdynamic MMX300 or something like that. But in actuality, you can get this headset itself for $80, and you can get the entire bundle for $200. So for the quality that you actually get with the headset for $80, the quality is really nice. It reminds me a lot of the 5HV2 and the Sennheiser PC350. The lower end is a little bit weak. The higher end is really bright, though. I mean, in some cases when listening to music, it was almost like harsh. It was just very, very bright highs. I am a fan of bright highs, so I thought that kind of sound signature worked for me. I just had to turn like my EQ up a little bit for the lower end to kind of give that a little bit of oomph. And I don't usually like to use my EQ, but I did it for this case to kind of give it an extra balance. In gaming, though, the headset sounded great. I was kind of worried that the bullets would sound kind of screechy-ish or a little harsh from the headset, but I didn't actually get any of that at all. They were actually, pretty nice sounding, and the clarity in gaming was really nice. If I had to kind of make a comparison to other headsets, I would take the PC350 over this. I would definitely take this over the SteelSeries 5HV2, though. So headsets in that kind of sound signature category. I kind of place this not quite in the middle of the two, a little bit more towards the PC350s. I do like the PC350s better, but keep in mind, these are $80, while the PC350s are, I think they're going for like $120 or $130 now. I think that's their current price. As far as the microphone goes, I like the design for it, as far as like it being pretty hidden. I mean, it just kind of looks like the other side. I usually like the microphones to reach a little bit more in front of my face, so I was kind of worried when using it. But it was kind of like a Bluetooth microphone. My voice was picked up clearly by it. It didn't really pick up that much ambient noise, so even though it didn't look like it was going to perform that well, it actually did, so I was kind of surprised at that. I really liked it. So overall, I was a fan of this headset. This is Sony's like first kind of venture into the gaming market. They haven't really got I mean, at least on the MLG forums, you don't see a lot of mentioning of Sony headphones or anything like that. I've actually always been a huge fan. I mean, even when I'm working at MLG events, when I'm monitoring the audio for the Tekken stream, I'm using MDR-7505s from Sony. So I've used them for a long time. I mean, even when I was a kid, I was getting Sony earbuds and everything like that. And I'm just glad that they decided to finally enter into the gaming headset market. And I think that this is a really great first attempt at a headset, and I can't wait to see, if they're going to come out with more, and I can't wait to see what other kind of designs they're going to put in, because this is one of the most interesting looking headsets that I've seen in a long time, and its function is there. I mean, it's got everything you basically need in a headset. As far as the decoder box, I mean, I mean, it works and everything. I can't fault it for that. It does everything that it advertises, but as far as being worth $120, I think I would personally rather go with an Astro Mix Amp, just because I'm a big fan of cross-platform gaming. I like playing on my PlayStation 3, my Xbox 360, my PC. I like playing on it all. This is basically only for the PC. I mean, if I used my HD Audio Rush decoder, I could kind of get an optical signal output to 5.1 here, and then output to the stereo here, but it would just be kind of like a hodgepodge of wires and everything like that, when the Astro Mix Amp could do the same thing. So, I mean, if you are a big PC gamer and that's all you're, kind of seeing, you could kind of look at this, as an investment for that. The only thing I would probably suggest is, before you get this kind of piece of equipment, I would make sure that you have a good sound card to output to it. But thankfully, the Sony headset does work with, pretty much everything. It is a standard PC headset, so you have that compatibility right there. So overall, I think it's a success. It is pretty competitively priced. I mean, you see SteelSeries kind of in the range of this price. It's only $80. You do need kind of an additional gear to make it work with an Xbox 360, like the audio mixer, the Xbox 360 adapter, or an Astro Mix Amp. I totally think it's a worthwhile venture if this is the kind of sound signature that you're looking for. So pretty much you have this to compare to the 5HV2, which has the same sound signature, doesn't have as much clarity, and it's a little bit less comfortable with its stiff ear pads. Then you have the Sennheiser PC350, which is $50 more. I find it more comfortable, but it is a totally closed design that kind of seals you off from the environment, while with this material it kind of lets some seep in, so at least when I'm gaming, I don't have that pressurized ear feel, like if I completely blocked my ears, basically. I don't get that with this, which I do like. So the PC350 has its own uses and, budgets, and so does this. So if the headset that I just described is the kind of headset you're looking for, then look no further, because the Sony DR-GA500 is right here. So that'll pretty much do it for my review. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button below and hit the subscribe button up top. And stay tuned to my YouTube channel, where I'm going to have, much more reviews coming out, as well as unboxings and other tech products and everything like that. If you aren't following me on Twitter already, follow me at www.twitter.com/mlgsteggy. If you have a question on any of the headsets or items that I review, just shoot them in the comment boxes below, or, send me a tweet, and I'll answer as many as that I can to the best of my abilities. So yeah, I mean, I can always miss something when I'm doing these huge rants, so I certainly might have missed something on this headset that if you kind of bring to light, I can answer it for you. But for now, that'll do it, so I guess I'm going to sign off. So once again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video.